So you finished up your InDesign project and you're ready to turn it in or send it off to the printer. But you notice at the bottom of InDesign, you've got this little dot. It might be green if everything's good, but it might be red if you've got some things you need to fix up. And that's where that pre-flight panel comes in. To open your pre-flight panel, there's a couple of ways you can get there. You can go to your top menus and go to Window, come down to Output, and then choose Pre-Flight. And that will open up your pre-flight panel. I'm going to close this to show you the faster way to get there. Again, we talked about down at the bottom of InDesign, that dot. Again, it'll be green if there's no errors, but you always want to check it, and it'll say how many errors there are if you've got things you definitely need to fix. So let's show you a couple of the common errors you might see. Double click on that 5 errors in this case. Your pre-flight panel will open. It might be floating somewhere else. You can just move it over here to the side so you can see it beside your document, or you could dock it over here in your vertical bar. Make sure that that checkbox is turned on and checked on for pre-flight. And then the errors that we have here, if they're closed up, hit the drop down arrow or the drop down caret there so we can see what we have in terms of our errors here. So we've got some links errors, text errors, and document errors. So for my links, I have one missing link, and if I look at my document over here, remember that question mark is my symbol there for a missing link. So I've got one missing link. I'm going to hit that drop down arrow, and it's going to tell me that it's photo 2 that's having that missing link on it. I have a modified link. I'm going to hit that drop down arrow for photo 1. And what that means is that photo has been changed somewhere outside of InDesign. So maybe that photo was updated in Photoshop, something was changed to it, and it was then resaved as the same file name from Photoshop. InDesign is going to show you, said, hey, something has been modified, something has been changed here, and you need to update that. So that's showing up here as an error that we need to fix as well. And then as we look at our text, we've got some overset text. I'll hit that drop down arrow, and it tells me there's a text frame. Now, if you notice, these all say the number 4 over here. I'm going to scroll up here real quick just to show you in a second, but this is page 4 of my document, so that's why it says page 4 here. The overset text, if I click on this text box here, you'll see that red square with the plus in it. Remember, anytime we have that, that means there's more text here than what we can actually see, and we don't want to send that to a printer or turn that in without being able to read all of our important text information. Right now, I've just got some placeholder text in here just to kind of show you how this works. In our document, we also have an error here that says we don't want to have any blank pages. So we don't want to turn this in with some blank pages. So I'm going to hit that drop down arrow, and I'm going to grab this double arrow when I get to the middle bottom of our pre-flight panel, drag that down a little bit just so I can see, make sure there's nothing else down in here in terms of any errors that need to be fixed. So for this one, it says pages 2, and you see the page number again over here for page 2, and page 3, both of those pages are blank. So we want to go through and fix these. So now you know what some of these errors mean. How can we fix these? And these are not the only errors that you will see in terms of InDesign that you might find in a pre-flight panel, but these are some of the most common ones. So let's talk about how to fix them. I'm going to start with the middle one here, which is my text, because that's the easiest for us to fix. We can fix that just by expanding our text box. So overset text, text frame, right? So I'm going to find the text frame where it's got the overset text. Now let's say I wasn't clicked on this, so it wasn't selected. I'm going to come over here and deselect everything by clicking into my gray area for my pasteboard over here. Your pasteboard might be a different color. With everything deselected, if I click on that text frame, double click on it, it's going to zoom me in to that point, right? To show me, it's going to select it and show me what's done. Same thing if I go over here to photo. If I double click on photo 2, it's going to zoom in and select on photo 2. Same thing for photo 1. So it's going to take you to that point. If I double click on page 2, you'll see here's my page 2 that's blank. Double click, there's my page 3 that's blank. So double clicking on these items in your pre-flight panel is going to take you directly to those. So I'm going to go back to that text frame right there. I am going to scroll up just a little bit so you can see a little bit better. I'll hit my Command 0 or Control 0 to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to grab my scroll bar and just slide it over so we can see what's going on. Now with that selected for that text box, again, you'll see that red square with that plus in it. That's what that overset text means. Make sure you're on your selection tool on your toolbar. Place your mouse in the middle of that handle of those anchor points, so to speak, where I can adjust that text box. Get that double arrow at the bottom, left click hold, and I'm just going to start to drag down a little bit until I see this plus go away. Once that red plus inside that red square goes away, now it's gone. All of my overset text is gone. And if I look at my pre-flight panel, that error of that text for that overset text has been corrected. And our errors have now gone from 5 to 4. So we fixed that one. So that one's checked off as done. That one's a very common one you'll see pop up in your pre-flight panel. Now let's look at these photos again. So photo number 2 over here, this one, I'm going to click to select it because I know that it says that one is a missing link. So photo 2 is a missing link. So how do I fix that? I just need to replace that. So place it again, so to speak, so it fixes that situation. So I have to remember, where have I moved this photo to, or where have I changed it? So if I moved it out of that original folder, InDesign remembers the original placement of where you had that photo stored. So if you've moved it, you got to fix it. So let's place it again, so to speak. So you know our file place keyboard shortcut, that Command D or Control D. I could also go up to File and come down and choose Place, but we're going to use that keyboard shortcut. So if you're on a Mac, it's Command D. If you're on a Windows, Control D. Now the key is to find where you have moved that photo to. So I moved this photo into a Photos folder. So I'm going to click that to select it. I want to hit Replace Selected Item, and then I'll click on Open. And now you'll see that I have a linked image instead of a missing link. And over in my links in my pre-flight panel, the missing link has disappeared. Now we just have this modified link. So this goes back to photo 1 up here for my spider. And again, I could double click on it and you'll see it snaps right to it. That's how I know exactly where it is. But I'm just going to Command 0 or Control 0 and move that back over just so we can see it a little bit better for our purposes here. With photo 1 selected, I've got to go back and again find where that photo is saved and then update it just by placing it again as well. So here's how we do that. Again, I'm going to Command D or Control D to place. In my case, photo 1 is located on my desktop. So remember, you want to be organized when you're creating your projects and put all of your elements into the project folder that you've created so that you don't have any missing files or unlinked files. And so if you update a file, it's easy for you to find, to place it again. So in this case, photo 1 is on my desktop. I locate that photo 1. Again, make sure Replace Selected Item is checked, and then click on Open. And you'll notice that that warning went away. So my image that was unlinked, when I had that red stop sign, when I relinked it, it went away. And my image that had been updated, when I had that yellow triangle, once I updated that image, it went away as well. And over my pre-flight, both of those errors for my images have disappeared for missing links and modified links. So photo 1 that was modified has been fixed. Photo 2 that was missing has been fixed. The last thing I have here are some document settings for blank pages not allowed, because we don't want to turn in anything with blank pages in between. So just to show you for this demo, 2 and 3 are blank. There's some information on page 1, nothing on page 2 and 3, and then page 4 is where we have all our information here. So I'm going to deselect everything using my keyboard shortcut of Shift and Command A on a Mac or Shift and Control A on a Windows to deselect everything. Again, you can also click over here in your pasteboard. To get rid of these 2 pages, I'm going to go to my Pages panel. So click on your Pages panel, locate the pages we need to delete, in this case page 2 and page 3. So instead of clicking them individually, I'm going to hold down my Shift key and click on page 2 on the left, then hold Shift and click on page 3 on the right, so I can delete multiple pages at the same time. With both of them selected in my Pages panel, hover your mouse over top of those selected pages, right click, and I'm going to delete spread. Now, if it was just an individual page, let me show you. If I click off both of those and click just on page 2 and right click, you'll see it says delete page. But 2 pages that are facing pages like this are a spread, like a magazine spread. And I'm going to delete both of those. Now you could delete them individually if you wanted to, but I'm going to delete them both at one time just to save us a few steps. So again, click the one on the left, hold Shift and click the one on the right. If it was just one page, you'd click that one page and hit delete page. With both of them selected, right click, delete spread. 2 and 3 have disappeared. Our error for our document pages have disappeared, and now we fixed everything. Again, common errors that you might see here in your pre-flight panel is that overset text. That red plus inside the red square is gone. Our missing link for photo 2 has been fixed. Our modified image or our modified link has been fixed for photo 1. And our blank pages have been removed from our pages panel so that when we send this to the printer or when we turn this in, only the pages that we want to submit are in our project. And if you notice at the bottom of our pre-flight panel and at the bottom of InDesign, we have that green dot and no errors, so we're all good to go. The pre-flight panel is something you want to check at the end of every single project to make sure you have that green dot and no errors. If you do have a red dot, make sure you fix anything that shows up into this panel. And that's how you can use the pre-flight panel to pick up on any errors in your project and to fix them before you turn it in.